at me, Lord. Look at me. I'm changing, trying every way.
Hello, my beautiful sisters, and welcome to Changing from the Inside Out. I'm so excited that you were able to join me this week for this week's motivator, Pushing Beyond Adversity, Stagnation, and Tribulation. And I pray that it has absolutely empowered you and encouraged you this week. It is so important that we come to a point in our lives where we just want more and just want better. And I am so excited to be able to have a community where we can just be transparent, where we can just be honest, and we can just confess that, you know what, I need more. I need to do different. I need to think different, but I need someone to hold me accountable for that. And you know, it is in those moments of accountability that we are encouraged, we are empowered, and we do begin to think different. We do begin to talk different. We do begin to want differently. And so that is what this community is about. It's about realizing that I can't do anything by myself, but I'm so much more better. I'm so much greater when I link up with my sister on my left and my right. I'm so much more apt to be able to want more for myself when someone is encouraging me and bringing me to a point where I realize that there is so much more to me than just my past. So I pray that this week you've been able to take some time with yourself, listen to your self-talk, and say, you know what, that is my past. And I don't have to stay there. I don't have to continue to have my mind programmed to the things of the past, the things that kept me stuck in adversity, those things that keep reminding me over and over of failures and disappointments and pains and hurts. But in my today, in my present, there is fullness of joy. There is greatness. There is gifts that need to be cultivated and gifts that need to be developed. There is a place that I need to begin to anchor myself in those things that are much more productive. Our text this week talks about planting ourselves by rivers of living water. Trees span their roots wide. They go deep so that they're anchored in those things that will breed nutrients, those things that will breed vitality, those things that will breed life. And my dear sisters, I want to tell you, when we say stuck and anchored in those things that are just killing our roots, we're not growing anywhere. We're not moving anywhere. We're just stagnant. So I just want to encourage your heart this week that we don't have to stay in those places. One of the most pivotal moments in my life was when I realized that as long as I stayed trapped in my past, as long as I stayed listening to the negative self-talk and letting it feed every aspect of my thought life, as long as I stayed stuck in past adversities, I would never even realize the strength that was in me. I would never even begin to realize everything that God had for me in my present and my future. Oh, I'm so grateful to God that He didn't give up on me when I wanted to give up on myself. I'm so grateful that He did not forfeit His plans that He already set for me, even though I was detouring and taking the scenic route of life. I'm so grateful that even when I was anchored in false facades and things that just really weren't productive in my life, He still had a plan to anchor me into into things that were more positive, to anchor me into things that would breed life, to anchor me into a place where I could reach out and can reach out to the sister on my left and my right and say, we're going to do this and we're going to do this together. So we absolutely are going to be changing together. I have not arrived. I am still growing. I am still changing from the inside out. But I declare, my sisters, that I am no longer captive to my past. I am no longer stuck in a past that's not anchoring me in anything productive. That's not anchoring me by rivers of living water that can feed me, nurture me, guide me. I am anchoring myself to the right people, the right places, putting myself in the right circumstances when I can, because the reality is we don't have control over all of our circumstances. Adversities will come, tribulations will come, but it's not that they will come, it's how we go through them and how we come out on the other side. So I'm encouraged this week. I am super excited for you this week. My challenge for you this week is that you reflect upon those things, people, and places of the past that are keeping you anchored in the wrong things. That you begin to let the past be just that, the past, especially a bad past. It's one thing to be looking over those things that are good from our past. But when we're looking over those things that didn't mean us no good in our life at all, we're stuck. So I encourage you this week to just begin to reshift some things, begin to revisit some things that says, I need to begin to think different. I need to begin to surround myself with different people. I need to begin to surround myself with different words and visions and what I'm speaking over myself and the conversations that I'm having with myself. I now need to begin to anchor them in the Word of God and positive self-development and the sister that can speak life into me and not death. So it's time to do something different, my dear sisters. It's time to push beyond adversity, stagnation, and tribulation. So I celebrate you this week. I pray your encouragement. I pray that you're empowered. I pray that this is one more foot in front of the other on our journey to being changed from the inside out. I celebrate you. Blessings until we meet next week. Have a great week.